Alright, just so there's no doubters. Yes, my name is Adam, and yes, I am black.
Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to McAdie's Entertainment. I'm your host as always, Adam McGahee. Coming at you guys with something we have not done in a long time, and that would be a McAdie's movie review. The movie we're going to be taking a look at today, of course, would be the film that's changing the hierarchy of power within the DC universe, and that would be Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam. This will be a spoiler review, so if you have not seen the movie yet, major spoiler warning ahead. So with me being both black and named Adam, I feel more qualified than anyone to review a movie called Black Adam. As we know, the film stars Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as the role of the DC anti-hero. Fun fact, The Rock had been cast as the character so long ago that it was back when he even had hair. Something about not bald Rock does not sit right with me. Anyways, coming back to the movie, to make a long story short, I actually liked this movie. In fact, I honestly kinda loved it. I'm going solely off memory here for the summary, so forgive my caveman brain for not remembering things like names or other stuff like that. And honestly, for a movie like this, who cares about names? I am here to see big muscular men wrestle each other down with superpowers. Who cares about names when muscular men are involved? The movie starts out back in ancient times in a very Zack Snyder 300 looking version of the society called Kahndaq, where an evil king planned to use Kahndaq's version of vibranium, I guess, to create a crown that would give him crazy demon powers. However, a young slave kid uses the power of the Illuminati to create a revolution where they plan to go against the king. Oh, and an old guy gets kicked off a cliff. That part was nuts, and honestly, I did crack up a little bit. The kid is then sent to be unalived, but before he can, he's teleported to the lair of wizards from Shazam, where he then gets their power and becomes a superhero. He then supposedly destroys the king and is then sealed away by the wizards in a magical tomb for abusing his powers. We then cut to modern times where Kahndaq is under the control by this weird stormtrooper-style military state, where they're mining the place of its vibranium-like substance. Guys, we're here to see The Rock punch stuff with lightning fist. No more, no less. With the legend of his heroic deeds being passed down for the past 5,000 years, an outlaw archaeologist and a band of very hairy men then find their way to the tomb where Black Adam is resting, where they are able to release him. Here some mercenaries try to stop them, but this is where we see our boy Dwayne Johnson, fully dripped out, hoodie and all, where we then get a pretty violent and awesome action scene where he fries the dudes and tries to get away. There is a soldier left though who somehow managed to hurt Black Adam with an explosive made from an element from Kahndaq, which honestly kinda confused me. I thought Black Adam was pretty much invincible. Not sure what connection there is between the wizards and this element, but I guess even Black Adam needs kryptonite of some kind. This honestly did kind of shock me though, because I know that The Rock has some kind of weird thing in his contracts where he's not allowed to get hurt or something like that. And to see his most powerful character he has played yet actually get hurt in this movie was pretty awesome. Best character development of the whole movie was not even Black Adam. It was Dwayne Johnson himself. He's then picked up by the archaeologist lady and her son, where he's nursed back to health, but somehow Amanda Waller, yes Viola Davis is in this movie, finds out that The Rock has awoken and sends the Justice Society to go stop him. No, not the Suicide Squad, who's already expendable, or even Superman. No, she sends the Justice Society, who has not even yet been mentioned in the DCEU. This team consists of Hawkman, who is channeling some heavy Black Panther vibes with his drip in his ship, and then there's Cyclone and Atom Smasher, where, let's all agree guys, these two are awkward and basically useless. I mean sure, they are both beautiful, attractive people, but other than that, they did nothing. Atom Smasher did eat some fried chicken though. That was fun. The last member of the team, and honestly the coolest and blackest character in the whole movie, was Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate, I know Pierce is a white man, but from his drip to his mannerisms, the title Black Adam absolutely needed to go to this guy. After seeing this man's fits in this film, Pierce, he gets invited to all the barbecues. The team then punch around with Black Adam for a bit, before of course they realize they're all on the same side, and then fight against the stormtroopers who are keeping Kahndaq enslaved. We then get this cool twist, which I actually was not expecting, and that is that the Black Adam we have been seeing is not the same one from the beginning of the movie. Turns out the kid back in ancient times did get the power from the wizards and saved people from the evil king, but his dad was injured and almost died, where he then gave his father the power of the wizards so he could live on. However, as soon as he did this, he turned back into a kid and was then killed by the king's guards. The dad, now with the powers, was the one who went to get revenge and killed the king and his men, and this is the Black Adam that we have seen in the movie. I've not really read much Black Adam stuff in the comics in the past, so this was honestly cool and unexpected to see. Rock and the Justice League then go to stop the Stormtrooper team leader, who had kidnapped the archaeologist lady's son so he could get the crown. The Rock though of course vaporizes the guy and saves the day, where he actually agrees to be taken into custody, where he then turns back into a normal human. It was honestly very jarring too, because they did that weird CGI thing where they put the Rock's head on a much skinnier guy's body, like how they did in the first Captain America. The effects for it were honestly quite good, but kinda jarring, because the Rock just looked like a normal dude, and seeing him with a normal dude's body and proportions, instead of like the Chris Redfield boulder punching muscles he has, it didn't sit right with me. The Justice Society then takes Black Adam to the blonde lady from Peacemaker at Task Force X and leave him in a giant hot tub coffin, where they then fly off to end the movie. I honestly thought the movie was going to end here, but my brother and I were both shocked the Stormtrooper dude from before had actually got his hands on the weird demon crown and straight up goes to hell when he dies and gets his soul powered up by this weird group of demons. He basically then gets the spicy, hellish version of Black Adam's powers, I guess, where he then gets sent back to Earth so he could open a portal to hell to let the demons through to Earth, I think? Long story short, he basically looked like Tim Curry's devil from the movie Legend, except somehow much worse, because he was CGI, and not even good CGI. It looked like a PS3 cutscene boss thing. He had a cool beard though. The Justice Society then went to fight the dude, and by Justice Society, I mean the GOAT Dr. Fate, who soloed the guy while he woke up Black Adam and had him come back to join the battle. This whole fight was honestly one of the coolest points in the whole movie. The CGI was weird and shoddy at points in the film, but honestly, every scene with Dr. Fate looked so clean and cool. He was able to make all of these sick looking clones of himself that straight up curb stomp people. Telling ya, Pierce Brosnan, honorary man of color after this movie. However, just as he predicted with his powers, Fate was killed by Demon Black Adam just as the other Justice Society members got there. The Rock then shows up, and with a cool new cape, straight up rips the devil dude in half though, which was ridiculous and awesome. It was so over the top and violent, and I absolutely need a poster of it. Rock then becomes the new guardian of DC Wakanda, where we see a little drone show up, and we see Viola Davis tell The Rock via Zoom call to stop doing Black Adam stuff. The Rock says no, and Viola Davis is like, okay, and then literally sends Superman in, where we see Henry Cavill looking more handsome than ever, where he tells The Rock that he wants to talk. I sadly had this part ruined on TikTok like a week before the movie came out, which turns out apparently was leaked by The Rock himself. Honestly, say what you will about the guy, dude is a marketing genius. He knows exactly what he's doing, and I completely respect him for completely skipping a fight with Shazam and going straight to Superman. Take that, Zachary Levi. All in all, I openly admit this movie was not perfect. It was a dumb, by-the-book superhero movie, but it was kind of endearing all at the same time. They went with the whole fish out of water thing with Black Adam being over 5,000 years old and being completely confused in modern times. This was honestly a brilliant choice though, because it made The Rock's rather rock-like acting seem deliberate, and made it fit in. Hawkman and Dr. Fate were really cool fleshed out characters as well. Surprisingly for once, DC did not kill Hawkman, and I would definitely like to see him in some future projects. It's a darn shame they killed off Dr. Fate though. I mean it when I say this dude carried the whole movie. I know it probably won't happen, but I would totally be down for a full-on trippy Dr. Fate movie. It would be DC's answer to Doctor Strange, and honestly would be much better just by the drip alone. So if you're looking for a fun movie to see with your buds, or if you're a fellow black man named Adam, I definitely recommend seeing Black Adam in theaters. Overall, I give the movie an 8 out of 10. More than anything, I want to hear what you think. Did you like Black Adam? What future DC content are you excited for? Sound off in the comments. Also be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed today's content, subscribe to the channel, and tap the bell icon to be notified of all of our latest videos. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the music in this video, it was all made by my boy Ognihs. You can check out his Spotify in the link below. You can also check out our new Discord chat, also in the link below. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, you are awesome and loved. God bless, and I will see you in the next one.